Welcome dear students to another part of our class, standard 6, subject science. Science lesson number 2, components of food. The students, before the starting lesson, we will discuss small introduction, component of food. The students, you know that the food provides us energy and the food help us to proper growth, maintaining good health and doing different functions. The students, do you think about how does this food do all these function? How does the food do all these function? The food contains certain organic substance and minerals. These are called components of food. With the help of these components, our body doing different functions. So, in this lesson, we will discuss the various components of food. In this lesson, we will discuss various components of food and its role, how they help us to keep fit and healthy. Students, in first lesson, you have learned that different food items, and also we discuss the different food items used in different regions of our country. And today in activity first, we will discuss some example of meals in different states. Students, a meal consisting of different food items: chapati, dal, brinjal curry, or rice, sambar, vegetable curry. The meals consisting of different food items. In the first activity, we will discuss some examples of meals in different states. We will discuss, compare these to Punjab and Andhra Pradesh. Item of grain, item of dal, vegetable and other food products. Not same in different state, different food items. You can see in this table, in Punjab, item of grain is makai, and in Andhra Pradesh, item of grain is dal. In Punjab, item of dal, they used rajma, and in Andhra Pradesh, tur dal. The vegetable also, different type of vegetable curry, they used the mustard leaf curry in Punjab and in Andhra Pradesh. The other, in Punjab, curd and ghee, they are mainly used, and in Andhra Pradesh, buttermilk, ghee and pickle. Students, sometimes we may not have really all these varieties in our meals. If we are traveling, we may eat whatever available on the way. Students, do you think our body need a different kind of food for special purpose? In first lesson, we will discuss the variety of food. Do you think our body need a different kind of food? Yes, our body need a different kind of food for special purpose. This we will discuss in this lesson. So, we will move to next topic. What do different food item contains? In first lesson, you have learned that different type of food items, and different type of food item contains different ingredients, and these ingredients from where it comes. This also. Suppose in vegetable curry, we prepare vegetable curry, we need different food ingredients, different type of vegetables, spices, oil, this all we need, and these all are the ingredients. Or chicken curry, for preparing chicken curry, we need chicken or different type of spices, or this for chicken curry, the that is food items come from plants and animals, chicken from animals and other all spices from plants. So that we will discuss in first lesson. Today different food items, the food items containing different ingredients. This containing different ingredients. Different food item contain different ingredients. These different ingredients contain some components. What contain some components? These components are called nutrients. These food nutrients or different components of food, these all are very essential for our body. These food nutrients, different type of components or different nutrients are carbohydrate, fat, protein, vitamin, mineral, in addition to water and fiber. These all components they need our body for different purpose. Now students just think that do all food containing these nutrients? All food contain these all nutrients, carbohydrate, fat, protein, vitamin, mineral, these all containing all food? Answer is no. No, all food do not containing all these nutrients. To prove this, we will discuss that we can test whether cooked food or raw food contain these ingredients. To prove this, then we can test whether cooked food or raw food containing these all nutrients. Then for this experiment, all these nutrients, then we can test cooked food and raw food. For this test, we need the materials. Some materials we need for this test, that are some test tubes or dropper. Different type of solution also we need for this test. That solution is iodine solution, copper sulfate solution and caustic soda. This all solution need for the test whether the cooked food or raw food containing these all nutrients. Test tube, some test tube or dropper, all these all nutrients and these all solution. Iodine solution, copper sulfate solution and caustic soda solution. Now we can see how we can prepare this all solution. This all solution need for this test. How we can prepare this iodine solution? How we can prepare iodine solution? When we can prepare iodine solution, then adding few drops of tincture iodine to a test tube filled with the test tube half filled with the water. And second is copper sulfate. copper sulfate. Copper sulfate is prepared by dissolving 2 gram of copper sulfate in 100 ml of water. Third one is caustic soda. This solution we can prepare dissolving 100 gram of caustic soda in 100 ml of water. Students, then we can test whether the cooked food or raw food containing all these nutrients, means cooked food or raw food containing carbohydrates, fat, vitamins, minerals, this all that is contains in these two. Now we can prove that for this test. This test, which materials need? The materials test tube, proper iodine solution, copper sulfate and caustic soda. Then now we will discuss how we can prepare this solution. Iodine solution is prepared by adding few drops of tincture iodine in a test tube half filled with water. And second one is copper sulfate. Copper sulfate solution is prepared by 2 gram of copper sulfate. 2 gram of copper sulfate, that is dissolved in 100 ml of water. Then next we need a caustic soda. Caustic soda solution is prepared by dissolving 10 gram of caustic soda in 100 ml of water. So these solutions all are needed for this test. Then this test we can discuss in the next session. So this is the end of our session today. We shall continue with our science subject on next part of our class. Thank you, students.